You are now tuned in to Come Dance With Me, hosted by Jerome Bradford.
You are listening to Come Dance With Me, the art of music. I am Jerome Bradford, the host of this wonderful music show. I want to take you back in time. How far back in time? As far back as when songs had a strong message on the struggles of what was happening in the world. Those songs' messages and melodies sound just as good as they did in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and as far back as 70 years ago. Today we're going to be looking at the funk genre. The funk genre allowed black culture to reinvent itself through music, fashion, and black empowerment. Funk originated in the mid-1960s in African American communities. It was born out of the fusion of soul, jazz, and blues.
All this time we've been together, thought a thing would last forever. Through thick and thin, good or bad, all I was happy, never sad. Now it's all gone sour, getting worse by the hour. Let's break up, not make up, you say. You've broken my heart, seem to stone it apart. But before you depart, there's just one thing I gotta say. Baby, leave me just enough for a heartbeat. Woman, enough for a heartbeat. Leave me just enough for a heartbeat. Baby, for a heartbeat. Leave me just enough for a heartbeat. Woman, enough for a heartbeat. Leave me just enough for a heartbeat.
This created a new danceable rhythmic music. It's often played at a slower tempo than pop music. It de-emphasizes the chord progression and focuses on a strong rhythmic groove and bass line played by the bassist, and the drum part is played by the percussionist. This is unique because most rock music, the guitar or lead guitar takes front and center stage. This gave the bassist and the drummer a chance to grab that spotlight. Improvisation is a big part of funk music also. The term get down or put some stank on it rose out of funk bands jamming. One member would shout that to another and they would do something really creative or just pick up the speed on the bass or drum. Funk music always sounds like it is alive and moving. The reason for that is because of the state of black people at the time funk music was happening. Black upward motivation has slowed to a trickle. There wasn't much movement in the economy, so the musicians channeled that frustration into funk music. And they use the instruments to do that. Black women also found freedom in funk music. It allowed black women to reclaim their body and sexuality. Chaka Khan is a great example. Many people objected to her sexual lyrics or even some of her lyrics about her body. Funk fashion was very bright and many beads and necklaces were worn. There was also African robes and beds. So there was a strong Afrocentric and Black Power movement going through the genre of funk.
In this life that is bad, I'm not walking by myself. See my brother next to me.
Such notable acts in the funk genre include James Brown, who added a sense of fancy footwork to his stage shows. He will often limp off stage only to throw his cape off and come back and seem alive and dance. George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic also added a story to their band. There were aliens from the planet Funkadelic sent to bring funk to Mother Earth. And then there was the cinematic sounds of Curtis Mayfield, whose slow jazz funk lives on many of the movies from the funk era. Funk also has many subgenres, such as funk rock, avant funk, and even funk metal. Thank you, listeners, for listening to Come Dance With Me, The Art of Music. I've been your host, Jerome Bradford. So remember, keep dancing, keep reminiscing.
You have been listening to Come Dance With Me, hosted by Jerome Bradford. If you'd like to make suggestions, email us at ewcfacts@gmail.com. That's ewcfacts@gmail.com. This has been an EWC Communication production.